Hey drummers, today we're going to talk about how to become a professional drummer. How do you make a living playing drums? Now, I played drums, made a living for years, and I want to share some of the secrets that I've learned. I know how to succeed. I also know how exactly not to succeed. When they asked Steve Martin, they said, "How do you become successful?" or "How do you make it in show business?" I'm paraphrasing. He said, "Be so good they can't ignore you." So that's the first thing. You can't shine a turd. If you suck and you're just not a good player at all in any way, shape, or form, you have nothing to offer artistically, then slow down. Work on your craft for a moment. Come back to this video, put a bookmark in it, come back some other time. But if you feel like you have something to offer, if you feel like you are a good drummer, but you're just not getting paid, you're just not working, then this video might be perfect for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you through a few actual real life scenarios that got me on the map, that got me high paying gigs, that got me great tours with amazing people. You got to get out there. You have to get out there. You can't sit in your room. Find a project that really highlights your ability. Even if the gig doesn't pay a lot, it has a lot to offer you if it highlights and showcases your ability. If that band plays often, then every single time you're out there, it's like a walking business card. So find a project or two that showcase what you do. Say yes to everything that comes through. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm an extremely versatile drummer. If a reggae gig came through, if a Latin gig came through, if a jazz gig came through, if any type of gig came through, singer-songwriter, rock, punk, metal, whatever it was, I said yes. And then I had so much fun recreating my drums to make that style fit and then immersing myself in that style of music until the gig. Immersing myself in the band's CDs and immersing myself in that genre. So I became that genre for that gig. So versatility. Say yes to everything you can. People are looking for drummers. If you can't find a gig right now as a drummer, you're being too picky. If you want a gig, there are gigs. There are bands that are playing out there. They might not fulfill everything on your checklist, but think about the end goal. It's a business card for you to play really well so other people hear you. Trust me on this one. It's the best thing you could do to get another gig is to be seen playing a gig. Does it make sense? Whatever you have that hangs you up, put it aside. Who cares? You have to show up at the gig. You got to show up early and you got to stay late. I've been in other bands where we show up and we hide in the van, we get stoned and we don't speak to anybody and we just do the gig because we're musicians, we're rock stars, we're going in. But guess what? We're not. We're not. You're looking for gigs, you're looking to meet other bands, you're looking to find more touring opportunities and connect and engage and communicate with others. Why the hell would you sit in your van or go home early? Be the first person to arrive. The sound man says sound check at 5, get there at 4:30. And by the way, this applies for every instrument. You hope you know that, of course. I'd like to take you through a scenario right now of me showing up to a gig and what I would do to actually get more gigs. So I get there early with my drum kit and it's all professional and I'm clean. I got it all together, man, right? Don't be a slob. I mean, how you do one thing is how you do everything. I mean, show up clean and neat. Don't act like an amateur. Act like a pro. Even if you've never done a gig before, act like a pro. You know what a pro looks like. I show up at the gig and the first thing I do is just set the intention for the room, which is just to connect with people. I'm not going to talk about my drumming. I'm not going to talk about my ability. All I'm doing right now is creating relationships with people. Oh, you're the bartender. How long have you been working here? Cool, that's nice. All about them, all about them, all about them, all about them. Sound man, hey, how you doing? Can I help you with anything? All about them. Oh, you're in the other band. Oh, cool. What's the name of your band? Oh, I love that band name. That's cool. What gigs have you done? Just all about other people. Just all about other people. People love that. Now I'm just schmoozing and hanging out. I'm not drinking. I'm not partying. I'm not bragging. I'm not talking about my band. I'm not talking about my drums, my drumming. None of it. None of it. Even if people ask me about stuff, I will flip it back at them. You know how to do that. Oh, what kind of drums do you have? Oh, those are Gretsch. I've had them for a while. How about you? What kind of drums do you have? Don't keep talking. Flip it back over. Now you go on stage. You perform. The band might be average, but you're going to be incredible. You're going to be so good they can't ignore you. Now here comes the fun. You play, you kill it. And now afterward, you start to gently schmooze. And that's where the magic happens. That's where the gig opportunities show up. I'm playing with a local band and a headliner comes in from out of town and I play so well and they notice me. After the gig, the headliner came up to me and said, "What are you doing the next month or two? Do you want to tour? Call me tomorrow morning." So remember that. So after the gig, now you have a little bit of clout. Now, gently, without ego, you can start answering some questions because they're going to be curious about you. Make sure you flip it back at them. So someone comes up to you and they say, really love your drumming tonight. I'm touring with a band and we're really curious about getting a new drummer. Really love your drumming. What kind of drums are those? What do you do? It's Gretsch. I've been using this kit for a while. I'm curious about the tour. Let me know, how's it going? How's the tour been going? Cool. Not business talk. You're not booking the gig and you're not bragging about yourself. They saw you. Really what they want to know now is this person a good hang? Can we be on an airplane or a bus or a van with them for a long period of time? Can we actually hang out with them and be okay with that? After I play, I just cannot wait to get off stage because I cannot wait to connect with people. It's fun, especially if you're good at what you do. You get to walk off and get some accolades. People buy you a drink. Again, it's all about humility. And if you play it right, it's beautiful. People just really, really appreciate you. And they appreciate your humility because they think you're so good. You did such a good job, but you're just so chill about it. I'm just going to share one more idea with you. It's open mics. Go to open mics. Open mics, even that don't feature drummers, but that feature singer-songwriters, those folks are looking for drummers. So now you get to pick and choose. You get to watch them. You get to sit down and watch 10, 12, 15 singer-songwriters in a night, and then you get to go up and be curious about them. Do they have ego about their performance, or are they more curious about you? And if they're more curious about you, that sounds like a pretty cool gig. So you can invite them to play. Hey, can we get together for a session? Do you want to just jam out sometime? I'm a drummer looking for a band, looking to write some songs. I like what you do. Again, you come early, you stay late. You're just all about humility and other. Love is about other. I'll end with that, folks.